Hey guys, welcome back to Clubhouse Kids. Today's video, I'm going to be switching out my November calendar board to our December calendar board, and I'm going to take you guys along and show you how I store all the printables and how I set this up. And then I'll also be sharing some other ideas that if you don't have this particular pocket chart, but you want to create the same look, I'm going to give you some different ideas from other providers that sent me how they do their circle time board. So let's get started. So first I have to clean up my November calendar board, and the best way that I have found that works for me is to just use a gallon storage bag. I print the cover of the circle time right in front and put it in the front, and then I just pretty much open the bag and store everything inside. So I'm just going to take down all of the November circle time printables and just start putting them into the bag. So that is everything cleared off. Now my fall weather charts, I'm putting these away as well, and I'm going to be taking out my winter weather charts. Now since I use these for the entire fall, I'm not going to put these in my November circle time printables. I'm going to file this away in a different spot. And then also my song sheets, I always put in the back of my binder covers. So I will show you how I do that in my December one as well. And so the only other thing I need to add to this before I store it away are the rest of my word of the day cards. And then I should have all my November circle time printables in here. And then what I do is I just use banker boxes to put all of my monthly materials in. And so I have about between 2 and 3 banker boxes for every month. And so I will just put my November circle time into this banker box, and then I know that I can just store this away. And then when I'm ready for November next year, I could just pull out the banker boxes and everything's in here that I need for the month. All right, so then let's go ahead and get December opened and set up. So it's the same thing as my November. I like to print the cover and put it in the front. And then in the back, you'll see I have all of my printables. So what I do is I usually just start taking stuff out and placing it where it goes. So the middle part here is what I use for my calendar. So I know all of my numbers are going to go there. Now with my toddlers, I don't actually do anything with the calendar. The calendar is more for me when I'm filling out their day sheets or mentioning, what day it is. But for our circle time, for my toddler circle time, we really don't emphasize too much on the calendar. Now with my printables, I do have numbers with each month, and all of the numbers create an AB pattern. So for the month of December, you have red and green ones, and on the green one is a reindeer with a candy cane, and then on the red ones are reindeer with a Santa hat. And so if you were going to do patterns with your children, you could do AB patterns and ask them now which color would come next, red, green, which reindeer would come next, from creating patterns throughout the month. And then I also have calendar numbers for each one of my units. So this year, my kids were doing the unit Merry Christmas, and so these are the numbers that go along with that one. But I also have a Christmas unit called Sweet Christmas Time, and those calendar numbers are, I think they're candy canes, maybe different colored candy canes to create the patterns for that one. So it just depends if you're using my curriculum with this as well. You do not need to use my curriculum to do the circle time, but if you wanted a coordinating curriculum to go with all of these printables, you can check those out as well. So I'm just going to start adding my numbers to our calendar. And since these printables are not in order, I usually just start filling them in like this and then just keep pulling numbers out. Okay, so I also do word of the day with my kids, and so each month has a poster that just says word of the day, and I like to put those right here. And then I have all of my word of the day cards in here. So now I only put one of these up at a time, and so I'll usually just start pulling the the pile of them and make a pile. And then I will keep these, this pile. Usually I'll just keep them in my office, and then at the end of the day, I will just switch it out for the new day. So most of these cards are Christmas related. So my program is Christian, and so some of the word of the day cards are for Christian Christmas for my group, but I do have enough word of the day cards in here that are just winter related, sleigh, that if you are not teaching in a Christian environment, that you would still have plenty of word of the day cards for the month of December. And so if our word of the day, let's say, was going to be bow for the first day, I would just go ahead and put this up. And then I'll just make a pile of the rest of them. So you have ornament, lights, and word of the day is really just a time where you can talk about the picture, you know, identify it, ask the kids questions about it, ask them, you know, if they've ever seen that item in, you know, real life, like mistletoe, if they've ever tried a candy cane. So I love word of the day time. It really increases vocabulary in toddlers. And every single one of my month has different themes of word of the day vocabulary cards. All right, so here's my Count With Me poster. I like to put that right up there. Our shape of the month for the month of December is star. And so I'm going to put that right there. And then our color of the month is yellow. So I will put that right there. Okay, so I'm going to grab the rest of the printables out and then just start feeding them in where they go. Okay, so also with my calendar, I have a today card, and this slips right behind the number, so you can see what the day is. So I'll go ahead and put that on December 1st. For my Count With Me cards, I do have numbers 1 through 10. Now, if your group is younger, you might just want to, you know, do whatever numbers your kids are working on rote counting. So if they're only working on numbers 1 through 3, just put numbers 1 through 3 up there. Or numbers 1 through 5, or if they are working on counting to 10, go ahead and put up all numbers 1 through 10. So that is pretty much what the calendar will look like in my setup. Now, the last thing I do have is my weather cards. So I put away my fall weather cards and pulled out our winter weather cards. Now, these did get a clip art update. So if you have my weather charts, go back to TPT to your purchases and download your free update so you can get the new clip art update. They are super cute. So I have weather charts for cloudy days, sunny, snowy day, a windy day, and a sunny day for winter. So whatever weather it is, that's the chart we'll put up for the day and then sing the song. So if it's sunny, which I'll just go ahead and start with the sunny one. And if we have to change it on our day of school, we'll change it. So I'll just put that up there. And then I just usually store these away with the word of the day cards. And then just grab the one that we'll need for the day before we do circle time. And then for each month, I do circle time songs. And so these are my curriculum binders. And if you have purchased a yearly bundle, you have the curriculum binder covers that are included for free in that bundle. These also received a clip art update. So if you have the yearly bundle, go back and download your new binder covers, because these are super, super cute. Every single month is adorable with new clip art. And then on the back of my binders, I always have my song sheets. So at the beginning of the month, I'll pull those out. And then I will place these on my circle time as well. So we have our circle time songs ready. So there you go, guys. That is all ready for the month of December. All ready to go for my circle time. If you want to know how I do circle time, I will link some videos here that you can look at how I kind of schedule out on how I do a circle time with toddlers and keep them engaged and focused. And then I get questions all the time about this pocket chart, and this particular pocket chart has been discontinued, but you can find similar pocket charts. So I'm going to show you 2 different options that other providers have sent me that use my circle time printables and how they set up their circle time boards. And then also, if you are also another provider that uses my circle time printables, I would love more pictures of your circle time setup to be able to use to help other providers when they at just setting up different printables, because it is a bummer that this particular pocket chart is no longer available, because it is really a good one. But my biggest tip would be to just create the same look using smaller pocket charts together. And then let me show you these 2 from these different providers. Okay, so here's the first one, and you can see that she has used a cork board and then some smaller, longer pocket charts, and then a calendar pocket chart. And I think this looks great. And the way that she set it up, it looks super similar to what I have in my classroom. And so there's an idea there. All right, and then here's another idea where this provider has taken 3 pocket charts and put them together. And you can see that they have the color of the month, they've got the shape of the month poster, the counting cards, the calendar in the middle. You can see her Who's Here Today cards and the Word of the Day cards as well. So here's something as well, very similar to what I have here in my own classroom. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas of different ways that you can set up your circle time. You can really set it up any way that works best for your classroom. Even if you decide to use these printables in other ways in your classroom, that works great too. So every provider is different, every program is different, and you really just want to do what works best for the kiddos in your classroom. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.